following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Wednesday, happy New Year's Eve. Looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where spring is already here.
Yeah.
59 degrees, a high is 63, the low is 37.
And for the last time of 2025,
Oh, so sad.
he is shedding a little shirt. Gross. That is a three-time Super Bowl champion, Nate Newton. This is Kurt One Pump Daniels, because two pumps will get you a flag. In the back is Chris Bean, keeping us live and local. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us.
Yeah.
When we speak.
Wingstop is here. I am really upset that it's not actually here because today is the last day that our good buddy Jesse Holley gets real food
For a while.
for what, at least 14 days?
31.
14
I'm doing
real food could be fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that this year.
Oh,
I'm doing what I did last year.
You did that last year.
Yeah. I'm going. My fast will be the entire month of January, and it will be all liquids. It will be 7 days of just water, and then 24 days.
All liquids in more ways than one.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What is it?
You'd be a cheap date.
So this is probably
I would.
this is probably TMI.
This is the time right now. If you want to take me on a date, this is the time. In about a week.
Smoothie King.
In about a week, let's go get some juice.
This is probably
don't ask that question, what you finna ask, all right?
You know what I'm about.
Yeah.
I don't know what he about.
If all you put in is liquid,
Yeah,
is
all you
that come
get
out
out,
liquid,
yeah.
or does it clump up?
Nah. Mm-mm.
Which part? Nah, it doesn't clump up, or it's all liquid.
I don't even know that.
Only
I do.
Shannon-
I think it's all liquid.
Only
all
Shannon
liquid.
want to know.
It might be like little. It might be like little pellets,
Pebbles,
like
rabbit,
like rabbit, like a rabbit, like a hamster.
Only Shannon. Only,
Tink, tink,
only
tink,
Shannon will want to know,
tink,
right?
tink, tink, tink.
I never thought about that, man.
All right, well, good luck to you, Jeff.
Leave it to Shannon. He'll think about it.
Thank you. God is good, man. So I'm excited about it.
So, any big New Year's Eve plans for anybody? No, we all too old. For
Everybody should. Let me say this. I think everybody should fast from something. Doesn't have to be food. One of the biggest things about fasting for me, it's spiritual for me, but it's also a reset for me. But also, like, it's just a reminder of the things, like certain things don't control me. Like, food is such a master of our lives, you don't even realize it.
I do.
Just how much.
I do. Go ahead.
But if you fasted from sugar, or coffee, or caffeine, or soda, or if you smoked, you fasted from cigarette, whatever that thing is that you feel like controls you, TV, social media, man, you'll be shocked and amazed just how much control that you get back from that. And it kind of it is the impetus that sets off the year of kind of being in control of that thing that dominates you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do drugs, I don't do liquor, I don't do soda. So for me, like, I like to eat. And so I get to take that power back.
The thing is, though, like, if you talk to people that do that, like, even if it's a short amount of time, or you change I'm going to do this. And you're like, man, I feel so much better. I'm so glad I did that. But then you go right back to
Well, see, that's the thing, is that it's supposed to be able to start a new way of thinking and living for you. Because even last year, this was the first time, and I've been doing this for 15 years. I was telling Shannon in the back, this is my 15th year doing this. And last year was the first time I did all liquids the entire month. The Holy Spirit spoke to me and was like, keep going. So I kept going. And then after that, I did about, I think I went about another 4 or 5 months where I did intermittent fasting, where I would eat one day and then I would fast for 2 days. I would eat 1 day, fast for 2 days, and I did that for like 4 or 5 months. And then usually I'm usually really good up until football season starts. And that's when my schedule just goes bonkers.
And you just got to eat when you can.
I'm like, and I do all these different shows, and so like the biggest thing for me is like, I'll have a Celsius to kind of try to make sure that I keep energy up and be able to talk for an hour and 4 or 5 times a day. So, yeah, but it's fun, man. It resets your body, man. All your cells and all that. People should fast at least a couple times a year, not like this. But there should be some intermittent fasting for your body's sake.
Yeah, go research it.
I'm telling you, it allows your digestive system to reset, your cells to get a chance to fight. Because you're fighting a lot, man. You're fighting a lot every single day. And then the processed food that we put into our body, it ain't digesting well. Your body's fighting overtime to keep that stuff going. So I'm just saying, it would do a lot of you guys' bodies a significant amount of good to fast 48 to 72 hours.
Much cookies and cake and pie and alcohol I've drank the last week. Yeah, I need it.
You know what I'm saying?
This is Shannon Gross right here. This is Shannon. Okay. Thank you, Shannon.
So, okay, that's enough. That's enough about me and fasting and all that kind of stuff.
Say what?
So maybe I'll start tomorrow.
His New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Well, good stuff, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yes, go research.
But now, and he didn't tell y'all the most important part is that he prays, he walks and pray and give glory to God.
Absolutely, so, in those moments where breakfast, lunch, and dinner, there's an element of the Lord that I put into breakfast, lunch, and dinner where I would be having meals. I now supplement those, whether it's listening to a sermon, praying, memorizing scriptures, all that. So I'm always putting something in place for that. So it's like I said, when it becomes spiritual for me, it's like I'm resetting all of that. So that's the benefit of it for me.
Thank you. I had to be. I wanted to.
I appreciate
people to know that. Yes, sir. And now, you know what? See, you make it where I can't. I was finna go in on a whole bad subject.
Shotty spoke today at his press conference.
I wanted to go in.
Let's go. Shotty.
What did he say, Jeff?
What
did he say, man?
Get Nate going.
Right.
What did he say?
Coach Schottenheimer spoke today at his press conference, and of course, the number one question that everyone wants to talk about as things begin to come to the surface is Trayvon Diggs. What brought you to this moment in time? For those of you who've been living under the rock for the last 24 hours, Trayvon Diggs has been released by the Dallas Cowboys. Just to reset that.
And then talk about the story that came out yesterday after our show.
Yeah, so the story that came out was that Trayvon Diggs, after the Washington game on Christmas Day in D.C., Trayvon Diggs came up to Coach Schottenheimer after the game and asked if he could stay in the D.C. area and be with his family after the game instead of flying back to Dallas and then flying back to D.C., the D.C. area. And Coach Schottenheimer declined it. And Coach Schottenheimer spoke about that today. He said, first and foremost, I want people to realize and understand that incident was not the reason that we came to the conclusion of releasing Trayvon Diggs. It was one of the reasons, but it was a culmination of a lot of things, both performance and off the field stuff. And Coach Schottenheimer was very clear about Trayvon was not the only person that asked for the opportunity to do things like this. And he made it very clear to Trayvon, others have come to me and that there's a protocol that has to be done. And he said it was denied. The others that came to him also was denied. Coach Schottenheimer said that his policy is that we fly there together, we fly home together. And so it wasn't just Trayvon that was denied the ability to leave from after the game in D.C. and to go be dispersed to wherever it is. It was other players that asked. Other players were also denied. Once Trayvon was denied, Trayvon said that he was going to do his own thing, and he didn't get on the plane. And he stayed behind in D.C. and made that decision to do so. And again, Coach Schottenheimer, he reiterated it multiple times during his interview that this was not the reason that the release of Trayvon Diggs came about. It was one of the reasons. It was multiple. It was performance. It was other things and other issues that happened off the field that he didn't get into. But that was one of the things that he was very, very sound to say in his presser.
We've gotten a lot of people obviously emailing us, asking questions. And the bigger one is, why didn't they at least try to get something for him in the offseason? Even if it's a late round pick, anything, instead of just letting him go now.
I also think, like, what we hear through the grapevine, other teams hear through the grapevine. And when you get to that point in time, no one wants to pick up that contract. And that's why I don't think he's going to get picked up in waivers, because they talk, right? Like general managers, owners, front office people, scouts, they all have conversations. They've been in this business for 10, 15, 20 years. You know, there's somebody that called Will McClay and said, hey, man, listen, what's up with him? Like, you know, what is he? You know, and Will McClay, I'm paraphrasing.
Depending on who the person is,
he might say, hey, man, me and you went to school together. We've been in this thing since, you know, from the mud.
Don't touch this one.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, they probably had more realer conversations, right. and general managers do the same. Like, listen, man, like, come on, let's be real. Like, what y'all gonna do with them? And then they see it, and they go, well, we know it. Most people knew the pending future of Trayvon Diggs with the Cowboys. So sometimes you just sit back and wait. You know what I'm saying? And at this point in time of the season, I don't know if many people wanted to sign him. Because, again, if you sign him, you take on his contract and you take on having to activate him. Because I don't think you want to put $500,000 on, you know, on the bench. And so, you know, again, activation, the money, the roster spot, I got to cut somebody else. And if you're a playoff team, and again, I think we got until, 3 or 4 o'clock today when we get through the whole waiver wire thing or something like that. So most people, after that contract becomes voided, after not being picked up by waivers, you may see a team say, all right, cool, we're going to sign him to the practice.
And Kurt, it's probably, I would imagine, with all the things that just we've heard, and we're not in it.
Right.
Think about it. Like, you know how you're with that girl and you're like, you know what? My birthday's in 2 weeks. I'm just going to hang on to my birthday because I know I got me a nice present coming. And then something happens. You're like, that's it. I can't do it. I cannot be associated with this anymore. Bye. Like, I would imagine there was a lot of that in this too. Like, okay.
Yeah, enough's enough.
We've tried. Maybe that was the mentality. And it was just like.
And also, if Shadi is talking about, you know, culture and all that kind of stuff, you know, when they get back on that plane and there's no Trayvon Diggs, right? Now you got to make a decision because we know
he kind of called you out.
Like we know,
forced your hand.
We forced you. Like we know, you get on the plane, you know, like, hold on. This whole row empty? You know what I'm saying? Because I'll speak from my experiences. Normally, if you're a veteran guy, if you're one of those guys 5, 6, 7, 10 years into the league, you probably got the row, and you might be like, hey, Rooks, y'all gonna have to sit 3 to a seat. You know what I'm saying? Because whoever in the back said you ain't sitting in his row. You just ain't. You sit up there with the other rookies or the first year guys, whatever. So, you know, you get on the plane, and like you said, there's other people who came to him and asked him, can we stay? Can I stay? And they was told no. So you get back on the plane and you're looking around and you're saying, we're Trayvon, and now the word starts circulating and, hey, man, Trayvon, he stayed in D.C. Now you're looking around. Now, because if you bring him back and he plays this week, now you're like, well, hell, I'll do it next time then. If that's the case.
Yeah.
I won't get on the plane.
Because you know how the back of the plane is. I'm sure there was conversation. Ooh, what you think Coach is going to do?
Yeah.
What you think
He wasn't on the back of the plane, by the way.
Oh, he was on the back of the plane?
No, he sits in the front.
Oh, he sits in the front. Okay.
Because the veterans sit in the
big one with the table, right?
And then what?
Don't they have they still have the table on the planes?
No. They're these big pods that they sit in. You know what I'm saying? They lay flat pods. Like yeah,
like a cube.
And then they won the game. Okay, so when they win the game, the coaches go to the back of the plane, and then the guys will go to the front. So they take their spots too. So about 30 of them are up front now.
Got you.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
his pod was empty.
Yeah, but
His pot was.
Someone probably. I got his.
Well, listen, there's and Nate, you know this too as well. Is when you get on that plane, there's somebody that's standing there going, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels. Shannon,
That's at the stadium, but yes,
Jesse.
there is a person.
Everybody's checking off. Like as you getting on the bus, everybody's checking off. All right, yep, we're good. Hey, coach. You know, I got all my rocks. You know what I'm saying?
Coach, we're missing one.
We're missing one. Who?
All right, Nate. Nate's been holding on to this for 16 minutes. Let's take a break. And when we come back, let us have it.
No, y'all saying the proper things.
What we want to hear the improper things when we come back on Hanging with the Boys.
At Batteries Plus, we don't just sell batteries, we recycle them too. So don't toss your old ones. They're packed with critical materials we can reuse. Come in and recycle old lithium batteries found in your power tools, power banks, wearables, and small electronics. You'll score a chance to win Cowboys tickets, a VIP experience, and more. Join America's team and recycle with Batteries Plus, the official battery recycling partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
How about them Cowboys? And how about them Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls? Keep your game day celebrations going with real eggs, potatoes, cheese, and our savory Jimmy Dean sausage. And with 22 grams of protein per serving, you'll have enough energy to power you from early morning to the final whistle. The no-hassle, ready-in-minutes prep makes it easy. Just heat, eat, and cheer on those Cowboys. Get yours today. Jimmy Dean brand is proud to be the official protein of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com.
Blockchain!
Thank you, blockchain.com.
Can I give a quick shout out?
Yes.
One of our listeners, Jason Baker, and his dad, Roland, who's down in McAllen, they went and got the Touched by Jones Hanging with the Boys signs.
Cool, man.
All right.
Shout out again.
Jason Baker and his dad, Roland.
Thank you, Jason and Roland.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Touched
guys,
by
man.
Jones.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, man.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Nate. What are your thoughts?
No, when this thing happened yesterday, and then my phone kept dinging. Then the Cowboys treated this kid wrong. I'm gonna share something with y'all, you fans, you fans,
you people.
Dummies.
No. These are our fans. These are the people that make sure that we are eating.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful who you listen to. Be careful what you listen to. Let's go over the history right quick. Like, this kid got hurt a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. I know for a fact that a few people tried to hold him off the field, medical people. So you wasn't ready, son. He forced his way onto the field because he was cleared to go on the field physically. He didn't listen. He reheard himself. These same people said, come on now, let's do this right this time. He said, nah, I'm going to Miami. Mr. Jones said, hey, son, $500,000. Cool. Now, let's fast forward. Now, y'all really think a dude that asked the coach to, hey, man, I don't want to come back with the team, do you really think that is an issue? He didn't get on the plane. He just asked because he wanted, somebody to report, oh, he asked. This dude ain't cared for 2 years what anybody over there thought. He ain't cared for 2 years. And now all of a sudden, y'all gonna let a little discrepancy on whether he come back with the team or not be an issue on whether he get released or not. Wherever you getting your stories from, whoever who's got a mic in front of them that you trying to build up a story or build your what lines are these on Facebook or what kind of timelines, whatever these things is y'all own. Come on, man, be a little smarter. When you're sitting around the water cooler, give a better answer than, hey, man, he didn't come back on the plane. He showed the Cowboys. No, Trayvon, I'm the only one that really care about you, bro. Sit down with somebody. Make sure the next team that pick you up that you really want to play. Because Jesse know, like I know, and you two guys know, Kurt and Shannon and Chris in the back. Tell me a more lenient owner than Mr. Jones. Tell me who's going to take more as an owner than Mr. Jones. What owner you know?
Right.
You guys
what owner you know?
You guys talked about that before. I mean, if you're playing great, that tolerance level.
Especially here.
He didn't have a pass defense this year. His passer rating against was 157.2, and the perfect is 158. I mean, there was more. I mean, if he was performing on the field, maybe some of this gets looked over, but, man, he wasn't performing on the field.
This team here will not crucify a player. And I will not go any deeper. I know teammates that I've played with after me and guys that have played in the last few years. They knocked on Mr. Jones' door, and he has not turned his back on them. Don't do that. Don't fall into whoever telling you. You are fans. You get 8th and 9th hand information. A lot of guys are not going to be honest with you, are not going to tell you the truth because they have to, and I can't blame them. A lot of the guys over there, they have to have relationships with the players. They have to keep, the other side clear so they can be able to be accepted because now players have shows and players have these same things that are only open to the media. So now I understand, but come on, fellas, don't sell the fans a bunch of crock. Don't do that. Because that's not right. You got a bunch of fans running around confused. They got to make a decision on whether they want to buy $15,000 tickets, season tickets. Don't do that. Just tell the truth, and everything will be all right. This kid did not want to play for the Dallas Cowboys anymore. That is the truth.
And I asked you guys because I was curious to know just this wasn't a young man who came into this league that had that level of baggage at Alabama.
He didn't.
That wasn't in his profile. It wasn't a guy who was kind of a, quote unquote me guy. It wasn't a guy who bucked the system. You didn't hear about that level of stuff coming from Nick Saban about this particular player.
Switch positions.
Right. Went from receiver to DB. And this is the part of when we have the conversation in here about how the fame can get to you. And I played for 3 organizations. I didn't play for all 32, but I played for 3. And I've been around this league a long time. there is no other place like this. There is no other, not none of the New York teams, and that's the biggest media market. Not none of the LA teams, that's the second biggest media market. This place is different. And there was at some point in time.
On every level.
Yeah. There was at some point in time where it switched. I don't know if it was before the contract, after the contract. But I guess when we laugh and joke about it, I guess when you get that FU money, when you get that FU money in that account, when you got close to $50 million in the account, I guess nobody can tell you anything anymore. You're going to do what you want, say what you want. And the same player that we remember that came here as a rookie 5 years ago, in that time frame, and sometimes I will say this, sometimes the business changes you. There's a big business of football now.
Right.
Please make no mistake about that. There is a business. There are politics into this game, and sometimes that may jade you or change you or whatever it is. But there was a shift, and it went from being a guy who cared and loved the game to a guy who just did not give a flying nothing. And because when you begin to openly challenge
Yes.
everything at every turn, like that's when it's
Publicly.
this the writing has been on the wall. And again, none of us are surprised by this. The timing, like this week it happening, yes. It happening, no. We knew this was going to happen. But it wasn't. This thing could have went different. If Trayvon would have had the same level of injuries and the same lack of productivity, minus the stuff that happened down there with Britt Brown and the training crew, minus you challenging the ownership publicly, minus you standing next to Micah Parsons while all that stuff was going on, minus you calling out your defensive coordinator and stuff like that, you still be here. And they still be willing to wait and work with you. It's this type of stuff where, the pole hitting him in the head, and trust and believe you me, him missing a plane, this ain't his first act of defiance.
Thank you.
This ain't the first act of defiance, okay? This ain't the first act. I can guarantee you there are meetings, functions, other places. We laughed and joked about it the other day where we talked about team and stuff like that. We know where the players park. We know where the players park. And we know which way you got to go through and what you got to go through to get to that parking lot and get to. We know that. He wasn't even parking in the players' parking lot. Because after he did his whatever was required and not a cent, not a nickel, dime, a minute more, he was getting a little to-go. Y'all see my to-go lunch plate right here?
Yeah.
He was getting
cookie box.
He was getting one of these. And he was parking where the common folks was parking at, which is close to the lunchroom. And gone. Gone. So nobody had to see him weasel his way. So this wasn't the first act of defiance. There was many, many, many more before this. But I'm always interested to where, because sometimes they'll say, money doesn't change you. It only enhances or amplifies who you really were. Something changed.
Was it an experience?
Something changed.
Did the business side really, did he get?
Was it the people that he hung around?
Right.
Did the business jade him? His brother was in the league before he was and things that he went through. Something happened.
Because he was his first year, he was very easygoing and very quiet and very, hey, yeah, whatever y'all need me, whenever I was here, whatever y'all need me to do, and it was not didn't seem like a me.
Wasn't a malcontent. And then you have the Mike Leslie situations. You see the Twitter stuff and the Instagram. It's you know what I'm saying? His own. I don't get into his personal life, but his personal life, that stuff would jewelry, taking jewelry back, women, babies, all that kind of stuff. Like something shifted and changed. And this is why I say, if a person is not in love with football, a place like this will ruin you. And it's I don't know whether you blame the place or you blame the lack of discipline, integrity, that you come here, it changes. It changes. It changes. And you can get caught up in that. You can get caught up in this life. And you start believing and feeling things, and because you're plastered everywhere, you know, your son for about a 6 month period, your son was
a social
a social media phenomenon.
Yeah,
like he was all, you know what I'm saying? You had all the commercials, and you like his son was everywhere, and then it just. This place is, if you don't love football, this place will get you here, and your mind will be going 100. The women, the access to women, and women having access to you, the visibility, the fame, the money, the opportunities, the commercials, the all of that it's bigger here. It's on a grander stage here, and if you don't have a good supporting cast to keep you grounded, and you are not really sold out for the game, but you will get lost in this sauce so fast. And before you know it, you turn into this different person.
Yeah, I think the big thing is football is what gets you here, right? The game gets you here, gets you in the building. But if you don't love football, like what you're saying, there's so much stuff here. If you don't love football, you start chasing something else. Football ain't gonna keep you here if you don't love it. Like it will use you
because
up,
the distractions are too
throw
big.
you away, and nobody even remember who you are.
The distractions are so big, and this and
there's opportunity. There's so much opportunity.
While
in this
DFW in its sense is, right? Texas is huge, right? DFW is a small component of Texas, but because you have, we make jokes about it, that star.
The star ball.
It transcends and it expands. You get recognized in New York City because of that. You get recognized in LA. You have privileges in LA, in New York, in Chicago, in Miami.
Go to China.
All these other places because of the recognition that you got from this small place in Frisco, Texas. And that's the part where you become worldwide recognizable, especially if you get to be in the number of the, if you walk outside and you on one of them pillars, you got a banner. You know what I'm saying? If you get on tickets, if you on magazines, if you're one of them type players, the reach is far greater than just this place. And that right there, man, is the part that you just don't understand. You just don't. I've told you guys this story before. I'm in a boat, a small boat, in the middle of Colombia. And someone says to me in the back of this boat, "Damn you, Holly. I thought I was hearing stuff." There's no way that the water must be splashing him. I gotta be seasick. I turn around because he said it again. And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "I knew that was you." To get to this private island in Colombia, you have to take a 90-minute boat ride. I'm in the middle of the water in Colombia. And someone was like, "I'm a big 49ers fan. Damn you." That's me. That's the Jag. That's the just another guy. I'm in Colombia headed to a private island. And so imagine if you're a Pro Bowler, all pro, a guy who is a recognizable face. This level of celebrity will eat you alive and have you doing things that that's just at sometimes not normal.
And then Nate, you had a. I know we got to go to break, but you had a great point. the fans, if people get upset and think it was one or two things.
No.
Yeah.
The stories that we know. The four of us in this room know about guys that have average or below average talent, things that they have done and things that they haven't done.
Yeah.
Fans would lose their mind. They'd be like, he didn't do what?
Yeah.
And we kept him how long?
Yeah.
And he was doing this. And this is a very, very forgiving organization.
For sure.
And especially, and you know, that's why players love Mr. Jones. That's why guys, like, even if you have a breakup, they still love him because he doesn't give up on people. Mm-hmm. And for him to give up on somebody, it wasn't one or two or three or four things, I promise.
Or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10.
He had the talent to overcome a lot of it. So it had to be a lot of stuff. Yeah. So, all right, let's take our last break. When we come back, I mean, we'll
talk about football.
Maybe. Let's just see what Kurt's been doing.
It's all football related. Yeah. It's all football related.
Amen. Be right back on Hanging with the Boys.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
At Batteries Plus, we don't just sell batteries, we recycle them too. So don't toss your old ones. They're packed with critical materials we can reuse. Come in and recycle old lithium batteries found in your power tools, power banks, wearables, and small electronics. You'll score a chance to win Cowboys tickets, a VIP experience, and more. Join America's team and recycle with Batteries Plus, the official battery recycling partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, the last segment of 2025. How does that make you guys feel? Are you sad? A little tear in your eye? And we won't be back till next week.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Next Thursday, our new weekly time, 1 o'clock, right, Chris? Same time.
Thursday at 1.
Thursday at 1 Central. So, Kurt, since you were
no,
okay,
you're not in. Okay.
Well, the last segment brought to you by 7-Eleven, always open. Will we see anyone on the field this week that will be open besides CeeDee Lamb, Flournoy, or George Pickens? Will they put any of the new? I think we've seen all the talent at every other position this year, except maybe wide receiver. Do you think they'll experiment with putting some younger guys in there? We don't have. I don't think there's anybody at any other position that hasn't played this year. You look forward to. Do you think they'll do anything different, or is it just going to be business as usual? Starters the first half, and then
the only one I can see them maybe trying out is Blue.
Because the Giants aren't going to try to win this game. They screwed up 1-1 last week.
Yeah.
They're not going to try to win 2 in a row, so they're going to hand this one to us. So
Shoddy was very he was cryptic and talking about he said it's a very banged up team right now. So he made that very clear. He also made it very clear that as of today, the plan is for he and Dak Prescott, they talked about it, he's going to start and he's going to play. But he also made a little bit of a caveat that he said that I can decide if I still have the option that if I decide at any point in time in the game that he needs to come out, then that's what I'll do. He goes, but as of right now, he will be starting the game. But he talked about Javonte being banged up a little bit. Malik Davis, he talked about his eye being kind of swollen shut and now starting to open back up a little bit. And so he kind of, I'm reading between the lines and the tea leaves, kind of almost was like, and then listening to Jerry talk about yesterday, there may be a Jaden Blue sighting. There may be a Jaden Blue sighting going into this game against the New York Giants, but he made it very clear that
they probably need to get him a little action.
Yeah, he said when you see the injury report come out today, he said you're going to see it's going to be a pretty robust injury report. So he said we're a really beat up team right now. Played a physical game a week ago.
Is there anything they might do to say, okay, we're looking towards next year? Whether it's let's try this play or anything. Is there anything silly like that that might be different at all with eyes toward next year?
Again, to Shannon's point, who haven't we seen?
Yeah,
and the only one we took.
Phil.
Who?
Phil. Maffa.
Oh, see, hell, I don't know. Forgot he was it. Yeah. Who? Phil. I was like Uncle Phil. Phil and Blue are really the only two players that we haven't gotten a chance to get our eyes on in kind of in a NFL game type situation. But everyone else we've seen. I mean, all the backups. We've seen Rebel. We've seen Reddy. We've seen Tricreds. We've seen Shamar. Maybe this week they won't forget that Logan Wilson plays for him. I don't know. I mean, we've seen everybody. We've seen. There isn't. I'm looking at names. There isn't Elijah Clark. We've seen him. I mean, we're not lining C.J. Goodwin up to go out there and play DB, but
he doesn't practice that position.
Yeah,
so.
I'm like.
I mean, Butler, he could get called up, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
he's a pup guy from last year.
We've seen him, we've seen him play before, right? Like we've seen
the bottom line is play all of these guys that you just said. Play them because I'm starting now.
But let me ask you this question. Okay, so for example, like.
The actors are going to be the problem.
My thing is, I feel like Malik Davis earned his right to go, don't play Jadon Blue. Give me all the reps, right? Like, has Malik Davis not earned the right to go, I deserve, because y'all cut me 17 times. I need film. Okay, I need to go out there and play.
Okay, now you got Malik Davis and you got Blue. Just transfer them in and out like you do with Javonte. The bottom line is, My thing is, and y'all gonna keep hearing me say it, is every rep that you can give a first-year guy, a rookie, or a draft pick, let's start now. Let's start now. And then when they come back here to start working out, they get all the reps, OTAs. You don't have the same grace, I'm talking about from Nate, that I had this year. I ain't blow up. I ain't say nothing silly, But next year, no, we're not having that. We're not having that. Star Blue. Let's see what Milton got. Milton, I'm going to help you out here starting out. Before you run on the field, you got to fasten your chin strap. Okay? But let's start with that. All right? Let's see what he got.
Give him the old John Wooden treatment, right?
Yeah.
Let's tie our shoes. Let's learn how to tie our shoes.
Come on, man. You know what? I was for playing Dak last week, but now this is the last game. Like Shannon said, it's nowhere in the world. If New York win this game, they may fire the interim coach. You know? So, let's start now. Let's start now. It's playing these guys, whoever. Maris, play him.
Leofow.
Play him. Play Ford. Play these guys. Because the active, like you say, you got to be careful who you activate and not activate. But whoever you activate, play them. You got to play them.
But see, I look at the situation, you talk about give Joe Milton a shot, right?
I ain't giving him a shot. Play him.
If I'm Dak Prescott, I go, man, I don't know how many days I got left playing this game.
I
want all
understand
of
that.
them.
And I want to lead the league in passing yards.
I want to lead the league. I want to be able to have that on my resume when I get done with this. That I led the league in passing yards and led the league in whatever it is. Yeah, right. I want this to go on my resume again as another victory, because coaches and quarterbacks are the only two that we look at the end of the day about records.
Yeah.
Right. Head coach record, and what was the quarterback's record? He would,
especially in the East.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you never say what was the left guard's win-loss percentage.
Never care. No, you never say that.
No, don't worry about it. Just
you know what I'm saying?
Super Bowls.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't gonna worry about the win-loss. Yes, sir.
So for quarterbacks, it's like, yeah, let me tally up. Let me stat pad too.
Okay.
Let me go see if I can't go out there.
I'm with that.
And people talk about the injury, right? Well, hell,
I don't worry about that.
Like, I don't worry about it either. But you had nothing to play for 2 games ago.
Thank you.
You had nothing to play for. Saturday night, you knew you were mathematically eliminated. So you still lined them up those games. You had nothing to prove in that situation against the Chargers. You had nothing to prove on Christmas Day against the Commanders. Injury wasn't running through y'all mind then.
You think Dak listened to that press conference and then met Shotty on the way down the hall and said, "You do have the right to decide when to pull me." But
no, Shotty probably didn't know.
But you have to check with me first.
Shotty. You know what's amazing is how we didn't play none of our offensive linemen during the preseason, and they missed the first 6 games as a group. Each guy took it. Fellas, I heard nobody say, oh, they gone for 6 games or they gone for 4 games. Injuries come. We do not control them. And now you got a $60 million quarterback saying, I'm playing. Mr. Jones upstairs, thank you, Dak. So when they ask me that on 105, I just play this tape. Come on, man. My bottom line is this right here. Whoever you need to play them. Because we don't need to go into training camp. Can Milton play? I already know in my mind, but you got to prove it to your fans. All right?
All right, let's do our scores real quick. Kurt.
Cowboys 33-21.
33-21. Nate.
Cowboys 85-10.
85-10.
If the Giants win this game, something wrong.
Chris.
What you think, Chad? If the Giants win this game,
I'm going to go 40-20.
Thank you, Chris. You should have got more, Kurt.
Just like my vision.
40-20, right?
40-20. Jesse.
I'm going to give the Cowboys win this game 30-13.
30-13. I'm going to say 33-11.
All right.
No.
What's the stat?
No need for a stat this week.
You don't know who's playing.
You want to throw one out?
The little tink got 1,000 yards.
Yeah, Wendell Robinson. No, but if the Cowboys let Dak get sacked 6 more times, I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna be If Dak gets sacked 4 more times, more than 4 times, it might be ugly.
I'm pulling him after 3.
Get
him out of there.
Because Brian Burns is on fire.
Yeah,
and the new kid
Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Oh, the new number 11. I mean, that's you.
All right, fellas.
I'm sorry.
He did just like number 11, sleeping in meetings.
Hell of a 2025. Enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah,
Let's make 2026 even better. Sure. Don't get in any trouble tonight on your couches.
Fans, be careful who you listen to.
I'll be in church.
Jesse, good stuff. Nate, great stuff. Kurt, good seeing you again. Chris, thanks for producing your ass off in 2025. We appreciate everything that you do. Josh, thanks for being back there half the time and keeping him company sometimes.
And to you.
Yeah,
fans.
Here.
Thank
We love
you, fans, for making this.
Thank you. Shout out to the fans.
The number one listen. I don't even know if we can say number
On
one
YouTube?
on anything.
On YouTube.
Okay, there we go,
YouTube?
Chris.
Let's go YouTube.
Yeah, let's go YouTube. Thank you. Have a great 2025 ending, and we will see you next year on Hanging with the Boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?